close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Line into left field for a base hit.
Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, it's an absolutely gorgeous day for baseball here on yourliveevent.com on our Irie Insurance Pregame Show. Insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve, IrieINS.com. So we get set for baseball action between the Thompson Tommies and the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. It's Class B, Region 2 baseball action. And this game at the start of the schedule looked like it might be a game with a lot on the line for postseason implications. But due to the scheduling and a tough break for Hillsboro-Central Valley against Nelson County Dakota in their most recent regional contest, a 2-point loss by 2 runs. The Thompson Tommies are your Region 2 regular season champions. They'll be the number 1 seed at the region tournament starting next week, or starting actually the end of this week at Mayville State. And Nelson County Dakota will be the 2 seed. Hillsboro-Central Valley will be number 3. Hatton Northwood 4, Mayport CG 5, and either Larimore or Maple River will take the last spot in a play-in contest. 6 teams vying for a spot at the state tournament back in Jamestown in early June. Should be a great contest, though, nonetheless. Today, you're going to see a couple of pitchers who haven't had the most starts this season, but both coaches want to get them some better reps. Drew Overby will go on the mound for Thompson, and Tyson Sunby will get out there for Hillsboro-Central Valley. We'll talk about more of that coming up on our Irie Insurance pregame shows. We'll check in with both head coaches. Nate Solis from Thompson on the way. And coming up next, Ben Strand from Hillsboro-Central Valley here on yourliveevent.com.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Under Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview is ahead of this afternoon's Class B Region 2 baseball contest between Hillsboro-Central Valley and Thompson, joined by Hillsboro-Central Valley head coach Ben Strand. And Ben, disappointing last contest against Nelson County. You still had a chance at the number 1 seed going into that game. You drop a 2-point game and you finish in 3rd place in the standings. I know it's not what you want, but try to give me the silver linings on that.
Yeah, the silver lining is we've stuck with everybody that's above us. And, we had one run game with Thompson. We had that 2-run game with Nelson County, and we feel like we're right there. So that's the silver lining with that. Play here or there, and we're right, we're, either the 2 or the 1. So that's our silver lining with it. We still don't feel like we're playing our best. So that's another silver lining. We can get better from here. So we're hoping to see that today.
You mentioned that the last time you played Thompson in Hillsboro, you gave them everything they could handle, and you almost came out with the win. What do you feel like your team learned from that game going into the second time meeting them?
I think they're just a little more confident in it. Obviously, they're the defending state champs, and they're undefeated, and nobody's been able to quite top them. So I know these guys are hungry to do that either now or next week. So hopefully they can hop out early and show them how we can play.
Of course, when you look at this particular game, you want to make sure you don't stress out your top pitchers or anything like that. And so you're going with Tyson Sunby, who's more than capable of holding his own in a contest. What are you hoping to see from him today?
Tyson's been one of our better strike throwers as well. We have a lot of faith in him to throw strikes and limit free passes. That's been our big bugaboo all year, and I know a lot of coaches probably say that to you, is giving the free passes, but I feel like Tyson's somebody who doesn't really get flustered up there, and he's confident in his abilities, he's confident in his teammates, and he stays pretty even keeled. So we're excited to see him go and have a high leverage game and see what he can do.
Last few games, you've changed up the order a little bit. Landon Olson, I remember starting near the bottom of the order. He's gone all the way to the top, bringing a guy like Alexander Duffner kind of off the bench to get some at-bats. And then looking at the batting order here, I know you're going to put Duffner back in there, and Brendan Schultz is going to move around a little bit. James Fortman has had some nice at-bats. So your thoughts on the lineup today?
Yeah, just trying to kind of get what our best order is. I feel like in the past years maybe we've sat in the same lineup all the time and just kind of get stuck in that rut, and this kind of keeps guys fresh and makes them see kind of different sequences of pitching. Nice thing is at the bottom of the order, Alex Duffner can put a drive into a ball and get a lot of fastball chances there, and Carter's senior, and hopefully he can come alive here a little bit and be at the bottom of the order and drive some guys in. Landon is probably one of the only cases I've ever seen that starts the year in the 9 hole and just has worked his way up and literally batted in the 9, the 8, the 7, the 6, maybe not the 6, the 5 and the 4 now, and he hasn't changed his approach, and he hasn't dropped off at all. So we're excited for him, and hopefully he can finish strong here in the regular season.
Hillsboro-Central Valley head coach Ben Strand joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck today.
Thanks for the coverage.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moen with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Lakota.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
On our Irie Insurance pregame show ahead of this afternoon's contest, North Dakota Division B Region 2 baseball contest between Thompson and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Please be joined by the Thompson head coach and Nate Solis. And Nate, coming into this game for both teams, seedings are all wrapped up. In fact, the bracket's already out. It's already released. So essentially, you got nothing to play for, not much. But you still want the guys to have a competitive atmosphere. And I mean, what else are you looking for from these guys today?
Yeah, I don't think it's any different regardless of if you have a seed or if you don't have a seed. You still need to carry over, what we had from last week, and then into this week. Obviously, 2 games left for us this year, and then three practice days, and get ready for regions on Saturday. But you know what, HEV is going to come and bring a competitive bunch, and it's a rivalry game, and we all know that. And so it's good that you get that little extra juice added to it for a game where both teams, not to say that they would that. Seeds are locked up if we lay an egg or anything like that. But, the competitive juices are going to be flowing, and we're going to bring our best today.
Last time it was down in Hillsboro, crazy game. We had home runs, double plays. We had everything you wanted. And the Burros gave you a run for their money. What did you learn, and what do you think the guys learned from that first contest?
Yeah, just that, that they're a really good bunch. We knew that, and there was a lot of young talent on that team, and they've grown up real fast just from what we've been able to witness from afar. And then obviously we got a first-hand experience there. But, yeah, I think it was just good for them, an eye-opener for sure. And, Braden pitched in that one, and maybe didn't have his best stuff, but I hit him around, and I think it just gives you a little bit of extra focus when you get into today's game, and then you get into the region tournament about, we're going to have our A stuff, otherwise we're going to pack up and go home.
Taking a look at kind of the lineup here, you're going to go with probably your third or fourth guy in the pitching rotation, and Drew Overby. Of course, we've seen him do a lot of things on the football field and the basketball court, so we know he's more than capable. But what are you hoping to see from him today?
Just give us a chance. He's a competitor. He'll go in and throw strikes, and we want to see him build some confidence going into region and state. And he might not be getting a lot of starts in those games. If we go deeper into tournaments, he might, but for sure going to have to be ready for a relief outing or two. And so just building confidence off of that, especially in this one. And, hopefully we're short on arms a little bit today, but hopefully he can go the distance and just kind of, like I said, build that confidence.
Taking a look at that lineup. Again, most of the lineup stays the same, but I'm sure you're hoping to get some activity from the bottom of the lineup just to, again, build their confidence from the likes of Braden and Jeremy Tice, and maybe some courtesy runners in there as well.
Yeah, and they actually did a really great job in Park River on Friday. And, it's the top of our order that needs to, not step it up, but this time of year, the best players got to be your best players. So that's what we're looking for. That was a message that we sent on Friday and between games, and they did a fantastic job of responding to that message and stepped up. And we talked about obviously 1 through 9. Maybe you're not going to get 1 through 9 all the time, but can we try to get a productive at bat and move a guy over or whatever it may be, and just get guys on base. Obviously, the bottom of the order has done a really good job of that this year, and they're just obviously looking for that consistency there, and then guys at the top of the order cashing in.
It's Thompson head baseball coach Nate Solis joining us here in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck today. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it.
It's a spring sale with additional discounts on all trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. With everyday lower prices, Bloomfield Enterprises is offering additional discounts through April 30th. All trailers have spring sale discounts and price savings. Dumps, tilts, utility, equipment, and car trailers, plus goosenecks and flow aluminum trailers. Talk to Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry at 218-368-7989. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro for big spring sale discounts on trailers.
For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. And don't forget about Hillsboro Gifts, featuring Borough apparel for all Borough fans. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks. Coming on back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. IrieINS.com for a free quote today. James Warren's hanging out with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. And as we get set for baseball action, we're winding down our regular season. Just a couple of days left to go. We got games tomorrow, game on Wednesday, regular season action on Thursday, and then most of everything postseason-wise gets going here on Friday. On Friday, we do have some games on a Thursday. Region 1 baseball tournament coming up starting at 11 a.m. bright and early. Chase Miller will take you through all that. To Region 2 softball tournament play-in game. Larimore taking on Carrington in Carrington. Greg Grenz on the call for that one. And then we'll have our Region 1 baseball tournament continues. And the Northeast Regional Track and Field meet in Hillsboro on Friday. Myself, along with Kevin Kochman, Preston DeVille, and Jake Berkmeyer will be on hand for that one. Should be a great day of action. Hopefully the rain goes away, and we have some great track and field on YourLiveEvent.com. Taking a quick look here at as the regions go down to the wire, the region champions and the front runners in the specific regions. Central Cass is your Region 1 champion, 15-1 overall record. They only lost to Kindred Richland, which they got redemption from last week, a 3-0 win on Friday in Castleton to win the region. Of course, the Thompson Tommies, they're warming up here. Drew Overby on the mound. Overby and company will be the number 1 seed in Region 2. Mentioned the rest of the brackets. Nelson County Midkota 2nd, Hillsboro-Central Valley 3rd, Hatton Northwood 4th, Mayport CG 5th, and either Maple River or Larimore will take the 6th and final seed. Crazy Region 3, the Region 3 tournament on YourLiveEvent.com. Carrington wins it at 5-3. 3 teams behind him, New Rockford, Cheyenne, South Border, Kidder County, Napoleon, Gackle, Streeter, all finished at 4-4. And a game behind them, Lemoore Litchfield Marion at 3-5. Yes, Lemoore Litchfield Marion, of course, they've had a legendary program throughout the last decade, so it's really anybody's game out in Region 3. And it looks like we are going to get started here a little bit early, so we'll keep it here at our Irie Insurance pregame show. Insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve, IrieINS.com. So that wraps it up for that. We'll give you the starting lineups here as we go. We're going to start about 7 minutes ahead. Maybe the record, at least this season, for earliest start time. Or earliest ahead of the start time as Ty Leshik, the sophomore catcher, number 5, moves over to first base on the hit batter. Runner now on first and nobody down here in the top of the first. Again, our starting lineups presented by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower owned. CrystalSugar.com. As there's the first pitch, bunt is shown, it's fouled back, and the count goes to 0-1. Again, starting for the Burros, they led off with the sophomore catcher, number 5, Ty Leshik. Batting second, batting right now, it's the third baseman, number 7, Kyle Halfley, a senior. On deck, it's his sophomore brother, shortstop number 2, Chase Halfley, as the throwback to first, not in time by the Tommies. So those three will come up here in this top half of the first for sure. Pitch, bunt is shown. It's fouled back again. And the count goes to 0-2. Runner, you can see there, goes back over to first. And due up fourth in the batting order for the Burros, the senior center fielder, number 17, Landon Olson. There's the 0-2 pitch. Got just past the third baseman's glove. That's a base hit. Burros off to a good start here so far. After hit batsman and then a single.
Now batting, Chase Halfley.
Brings in here now Chase Halfley. Again, Halfley, the sophomore. Shortstop, number 2. With runners now at first and second. And nobody out yet. Overby first pitch. Grounder, that's foul down the third base line. Count goes 0-1. Again, Landon Olson on deck in the hole. The junior first baseman, number 15, Riley Richter. And after that, the senior second baseman, number 4, James Fortman, followed by the sophomore left fielder, number 10, Braden Chenault. Overby with the 0-1 pitch. Swallowed up by the dirt. And the catcher there for Thompson, Will Welke. 1-1 count here. This pitch. Well, off the plate there that time, 2-1. Again, Overby, probably your third or fourth in the rotation behind Odenbach and Wolfgram. 2-1 pitch. Nice guy, that one going deep. And it drops into left center field. 1 will score. 2 will score. And a little dance as well over at second base by Chase Halfley on the 2 RBI double. Bringing home Leshik and Kyle Halfley. Make it 2-0. Hillsboro-Central Valley and the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Which, interestingly enough, has for some reason disappeared. And there it is. First pitch, swing and a miss there for Landon Olson. Count goes to 0-1. We'll update that scoreboard here. Now a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Runner just on second. And nobody out here. 0-2 count to Landon Olson, the future Mayville State Comet. Popped up. Welke tried to find it. Went out of play. Means that 0-2 the count does. And Richter on deck, Fortman in the hole, then Chenault. Then the sophomore designated hitter, number 21, Alexander Duffner. It's a little high. Count goes to 1-2. Final batter will be the senior right fielder, number 8, Carter Limke. 1-2 pitch. It's a bouncer. 2-2 now as Olson battling back a little bit. And a runner gets to third. Believe on a balk. 1-2 pitch. Foul back. Actually, I believe that was 2-2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Olson goes down on strikes. First out of the inning.
Now batting, Riley Richter.
Brings in Riley Richter. Richter, the junior first baseman, number 15. First pitch the ball. Count goes to 1-0. 1-0 pitch. High, 2-0. Drew Overby again starting on the mound here for the Tommies, the senior. 2-0 pitch. Fouled back. Count goes 2-1 now. Chenault, or Fortman on deck for the Burros, and Chenault in the hole. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. 3-1 pitch for Overby. It's chopped. Foul. Again towards the parking lot. Count goes full here now to Riley Richter. Junior first baseman there for the Burros. Him and Halfley, top two pitchers there, as Richter draws a walk in 6. Runners now at the corners, still just one out on the board. Celebrating there, James Fortman, the senior second baseman, number 4.
Now batting James Fortman.
Hillsboro-Central Valley and Thompson, of course, they met earlier this season. That was an instant classic. 5 combined home runs and 4 combined double plays. As Fortman takes a strike looking. The final score in that one in Hillsboro was 8-7. Walk-off win there for the Tommies. 1 pitch. Grounder. Toss to first. Well, time for the 1-3 out. I should say Thompson did pick up runs in the top of the 7th. The Burros could not respond in the bottom of the 7th in that game. 2 outs on the board here now on our Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sale scoreboard. Happy planting from Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales. There's the pitch. Popped up. That's out of play. Count goes 0-1 to Braden Chenault, the sophomore left fielder. Duffner on deck, Limke in the hole. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Overby. A hit batter. A walk given up. A couple hits allowed. A couple earned runs. It's 1-2 now in the ball. Does have a strikeout, and he's looking for his second strikeout of the game. Overby, right-hander, 1-2 pitch, and that gets past the third baseman. As Richter will hang up there. 1 run will score. It's Chase Halfley to make it now 3-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley. They're on the RBI single by Chenault. Richter moves over to third. So 2 outs on the board. Brings in Alexander Duffner, the sophomore designated hitter, number 21. First pitch the ball. Count goes to 1-0. Overby, 1-0 pitch. Duffner smacks that one up into the air, and shortstop's going to grab it. Pop fly to the shortstop for the 3rd out of the inning. We had 3 runs off of 3 hits. There were no errors. All 3 runs were earned, and there were 2 left on base. Scores 3-0. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard. Headed to the bottom of the 1st. Thompson due up next on YourLifeEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Come back to the bottom of the 1st here. Our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups for the Thompson Tommies. They'll begin lead off with the junior shortstop, number 13, Thomas Schumacher. Batting second, the senior pitcher, number 10, Drew Overby. Batting third, the senior third baseman, number 3, Braden Wolfgram. Batting fourth, the junior catcher, number 12, Will Welke. Batting fifth, the senior center fielder, number 2, Brody Gibson. And batting sixth, the junior left fielder, number 11, Jonathan Muse, as Schumacher deflected off his shin, I think. So that'll go foul. Count goes 0-1. Again, Muse batting sixth. Drew Odenbach, the junior first baseman, number 9, batting seventh. Braden Tice, the junior second baseman, number 1, batting eighth. And Jeremy Tice, the sophomore right fielder, number 6, batting ninth. Starting lineups there for the Thompson Tommies, again presented by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower-owned, crystalsugar.com. 1-1 pitch here in the bottom of the first. Count goes to 2-1 for Tyson Sunby, starting on the mound there for the Burros. Probably 4 or 5 or so in the rotation. Maybe could get up to number 3 there. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, Schumacher. Gets a leadoff walk there in 5. I had Overby down unofficially for 29 pitches in the first inning. Three runs off of 3 hits in the top of the first there for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Again, this game does not mean much for the standings in the region. The final seedings are already finalized. But, of course, the rivalry contest. These two teams have had some great rivalry games this season, especially on the basketball floor. Thompson taking, I believe, all 3 of those games on the basketball floor. 2-0 is the count here to Overby. As Sunby takes a look over to first, 2-0 pitch. Low and inside, 3-0. Sunby trying to avoid his second walk given up of the day. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Sunby's first 9 pitches, 8 balls, 1 strike. And we get a catcher-pitcher conference there. Braden Wolfgram coming up here for the Tommies in those black jerseys, green numbers, outlined in white, gray pants, and those silver lightning gray batting helmets. Schnazzy. Hillsboro-Central Valley in the gray jerseys themselves, blue letters, block style, blue trim down the side of the gray pants, and the blue and gray fielding hats. Pitch. Strike 1. Welke on deck. Gibson in the hole here for the Tommies. Undefeated on the season. The last undefeated team left in the state of North Dakota. I'm not sure. Oh, as that dings Wolfgram on the helmet. So he gets a free base. And just like that, the bases are loaded. Brings in Will Welke, the junior catcher, number 12. Again, Thompson, the last undefeated team in the state. Not sure what their win streak is. 2-time defending state champions. They are certainly the favorites to make it 3 in a row. And Hillsboro-Central Valley and other teams would like to have their name etched in the state championship trophy. First pitch to strike, count goes 0-1. Gibson on deck and Muse in the hole. The base is loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the first. Pitch, grounder. Oh, and it skipped past third base. He did pick up an out. So Overby gets out at third for the first out of the inning, but it does allow a run to come up and score. Runners on first and second. And now a 3-1 score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. Courtesy runner coming in for the Tommies is Jacob Stumpf. Will come in to run the bases there at first. Thomas Schumacher, by the way, the One scoring the run for the Tommies. Pitch there to Gibson is a ball. Count goes 1-0. Wolfram over at third and Stump over on first. That one goes foul. Down the third base line, count goes to 1-1 with Muse on deck and Odenbach in the hole here for the Tommies. 1-1 pitch, grounder. That's to short, toss to second in time, toss to first is not quite nabbed in time, and Wolfgram in a little bit of a pickle. He does get back in time. So back-to-back fielder's choices here. Gibson gets aboard on the fielder's choice. Stump goes out at second. So we have now Wolfgram over to third. Runners now at the corners with 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the first and a 3-1 lead for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Jonathan Muse, the junior left fielder, number 11, right-handed batter. Second base is open. Gibson looking that way. Toss to first, not in time there. Sunby checks both bases. There's the pitch, grounder, and that just rolls past the shortstop. An RBI single there for Jonathan Muse. Scoring Braden Wolfgram makes it 3-2.
Now batting Drew Odenbach.
We could be in for a lot of runs here in this game as Gibson gets over to second. And it brings in Drew Odenbach there. That way, 3-2 score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. This pitch. Ball strike, excuse me. Count goes 0-1 to Odenbach, the junior first baseman. Number 9. By the way, Muse, his hit was the first of the day for Thompson. They loaded the bases on walks and hit batters. Grabbed a couple more bases on fielders' choices, so Muse is able to break free in the hit department at least. 1-1 pitch. Odenbach fouls it back. 1-2 now. Sunby at least keeping his pitch count low, comparatively speaking. And that one would have been 20 for Sunby. Of course, for these teams, their season's coming to a close. Odenbach smashes that one fair down the third base line. And one run will score. The throw at third is safe. And so Gibson will come around to score, tying it up at 3 apiece. Off the RBI double from Odenbach. In a tie ball game here at 3 apiece, and that's a shot towards center field. Landon Olson says thank you very much. And that'll do it there from Braden Tice for the first inning. 3 runs off of a pair of hits. There were no errors. 2 of the 3 runs were earned, and there were 2 left on base. We're tied at 3 through 1 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Headed for the top of the second. Next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Quick turnaround here to start the top of the second. 3-3 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cozette Seed Sales scoreboard. Carter Limke grounds into a 1-3 out on the first pitch. Drew Overby's first pitch. There's the ball to Ty Leshik. Leshik was a hit batter. And he's halfway to getting a walk on that as well. 2-0 pitch. 2-1. Drew Overby allowing 3 hits and 3 earned runs in the top of the first. That 2-1 pitch, that's a ball. A hit batter and a walk given up as well. 3-1 pitch. Ty. 5-pitch walk. Ty Leshik is aboard for the second time today. Brings in Kyle Halfley 1 for 1. The senior third baseman is with a base hit, a run scored. 1 on and 1 down here in the top of the second. Both teams scoring 3 runs. The top frame. 1-0 there to Kyle Halfley. 5 balls in the last 6 pitches thrown by Drew Overby. 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Did go. Evens the count at 1 apiece with Chase Halfley 1 for 1 on deck and Landon Olson 0 for 1 in the hole. Leshik off the bag there at first. Overby stays straight on. A little bit off the mark there that time, 2-1. Overby. Check over to third. Time called there by Halfley. Getting the sign there from Coach Strand down the third base line. Heads back into the box. Overby 2-1 pitch. It's a bouncer. 3-1 now. It's Overby and did pick up a strikeout in the first. But has not found one since. Ball 4 and a walk drawn there. Back-to-back walks given up in 5 pitches each. To put runners at first and second. Again, Chase Halfley got a 2 RBI double back in the first. Had a dance to go along with it as looks like we might get at least get a pitching conversation here. No full infield conference yet. Again, all the seating's locked up, so you won't see the top pitchers for either side. So, of course, both teams probably going to be a little more lenient with their starting pitchers, especially when the game's tied up. Neither team really in a hole right now as the Burros scored the first 3. Thompson rallied to score 3 of their own. The bottom half of the first. 0-1 to Chase Halfley. Landon Olson on deck and Riley Richter in the hole here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Overby the 0-1 pitch. Smasher. That is going to go fair, and it drops into the left fielder's glove there. Jonathan Muse will take it. On a fly out to left. Second out of the inning. Runners will stay at first and second. 2 outs now on the board as Landon Olson comes up to the dish. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Levy had that in 7 pitches after a nice battle. Started out 0 for 2. And he'll start this one out 0 for 1. On the count, Richter on deck, Fortman in the hole. 0-1 pitch. Oh, high there, 1-1. It's Overby trying to settle into a rhythm. Trying to get out of the inning unscathed. 1-1 pitch. Olsen, grounder, foul down that third base line. Count goes to 1-2. Again, the Burros going to be the 3 seed in the region tournament. Their first game will be against the winner of that play-in game between Larimore and Maple River. 1-2 pitch. And strike 3. Olsen goes down. Second strikeout of the game. Landon Olsen. No runs, no hits, no errors, no earned runs, and 2 left on base. The score remains the same. So we head to the bottom of the second on yourlifeevent.com. 3-3 on the Golden Harvest. Tim Cassette, Seed Sales Scoreboard.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seed, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622. Bottom of the second here on yourliveevent.com. On our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard, we're tied at 3 in this Region 2 Class B contest, rivalry contest between Thompson and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Tyson Sumby comes back out there for his second inning, trying to replicate what his counterpart did for the Tommies, not allowing a run after allowing 3. First pitch is a little bit low at inside. Count goes to 1-0 there. Jeremy Tice pleading his case that the ball grazed the pant leg. Whether it did or not convincing enough, at least at this point. Jeremy Tice, the right fielder, sophomore, number 6, right-handed batter. Steps up to the dish on the 1-0 pitch. Close out the order for the first time. That's fouled back. Count said 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Bouncer 2-1. Sunby, the 2-1 pitch. Bouncer 3-1. Both pitchers have had either a hit batter or a walk to start their half innings in the first 4 of the game. Well, first 3 of the game, as 1 ball away from making it 4, and that's the case. But in 6 pitches this time. Brings in Thomas Schumacher, who got on due to a walk, scored a run in the first. Runner aboard, nobody down here in the bottom of 2. Got started 7 minutes early, so half hour into this contest. And just a beautiful day. Temperatures not likely to hit 70 today. With calm winds. Not really a cloud in the sky. Some wispies out there as Schumacher got grazed.
Now batting Drew Overby.
And so now runners at first and second. Drew Overby steps up to the plate there for the Tommies. Drew a walk in the first. And with this beautiful weather, who says North Dakota can't be pleasant? Sunby, there's the pitch. Strike 1. Wolfgram on deck and Welke in the hole here for the Tommies. Will wrap up their season tomorrow against East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. That should be a great matchup. Count goes to 0-2. A battle of, I still believe, the only two teams to defeat Ada Borup West this season, Thompson and East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. Sunby check back over to second. 0-2 pitch. Grounder. Foul. Down the third baseline. Count remains 0-2. As Overby will trot on over to retrieve his bat. A matching one at that. Black and silver for the black jersey, silver helmet. Sunby check over to second. Here's the pitch. Overby keeps fighting. This will be pitch number 5 coming up here for Drew Overby. Tice on second and Schumacher on first. That one's lobbed up there. And an easy out there collected by James Fortman. Pop fly to the second baseman for the first out of the inning. Brings in Braden Wolfgram. Wolfgram, the third baseman. Senior, number 3, right-handed batter. There's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Count goes 1-0 for Wolfgram. One-0 pitch. That's a nice smasher down the first base line where nobody is there. 1 will score. 2 will score on the 2 RBI double for Braden Wolfgram. Scoring Jeremy Tice and Thomas Schumacher's second run of the game as well. It's now 5 unanswered for the Tommies. And that will bring up Will Welke. We update the score here, 5-3 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. There's the pitch from Sunby. Ball 1 to Welke. Gibson on deck. Muse in the hole here for the Tommies. Sunby with the 1-0 pitch. Grounder just past the third baseman's glove. That'll be a base hit there for Welke. Moves Wolfgram over to third. Brings in Brody Gibson. Gibson 0 for 1. Got on due to a fielder's choice back in the first. Checks the card. Bedazzled in chains. Gibson goes up to home plate. That's sparkling all the way from here. That sunshine is definitely helping that out. First pitch, that's a ball. Count goes 1-0 there to Gibson. Talked to him when the Tommies played Ada Borup West. The guy that's got some good personality. It's the kind of guy that you want on your in your dugout. Grounder on a 3-hop to short. Nice toss to first in time for the 6-3 out. Second out of the inning. It does get another run to score in Braden Wolfgram. So I'll give him an RBI. On the 6-3 grounder, Welke moves over to second, and wonder if Stumpf is back out there. Yes, so another hit that's fouled. 2 outs now on the board, a 6-3 lead for the Tommies. Count goes 0-1 to Jonathan Muse, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the first. Pitch is high. Count goes to 1-1. This will be the first batter in the last 4 that has gone beyond 2 pitches. Muse, the left fielder, with a nice defensive play in the last inning. That's a bouncer in the dirt, 2-1. And a 6-3 advantage for the undefeated Tommies here with 2 outs on the board in the bottom of the second. 2-1 pitch. Blown away, 3-1. Sunby, check over to second. 3-1 pitch. And a 5-pitch walk given up there. Jonathan Muse will head over to first base. Runners at first and second now. Still 2 down. And Drew Odenbach. Odenbach 1 for 1 with an RBI double in the first. Looking to try to bring home at least one more for the Tommies. They scored 6 unanswered after the Burros scored the first 3 of the game. First pitch. High, ball 1. Braden Tice on deck. That would be all 9 batters here this inning if they get to Tice. Is Odenbach looking for a new ball? And chucks it over to the bullpen area. 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Odenbach, shifty feet there to back away from that one. Now 3-0 to Drew Odenbach. .30 pitch. There's a strike there, 3-1. It's Tyson Sunby looking for his first strikeout of the game. Sunby, the 3-1 pitch. Odenbach screams that one out to left field. Stump hightailing it home, and he's safe. Boy, Leshik thought he had him. Must not have laid the tag down in time, and Ben Strand wants an explanation. And so he's right now getting an explanation there from the official.
Now batting, Braden Tice.
Makes it 7-0 here now. As now we go to the mound. Might be a pitcher's change here. Stump. I don't know if he's run faster in his life. He hightailed it to get home, and he did, as we do get a pitching change. Sunby was the flex player, so he will likely come out of the game. We'll see how they rotate here now. And looks like not exactly sure who came in, but and that's going to be number 6 there for the Burros. Hillsboro-Central Valley, that is coming into the game. It's going to be Elijah Smallbeck, the junior, will come in to pitch for the Tommies. That's a pitching change presented by Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Brad Richter, Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's Agents with Answers. Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Elijah Smallbeck will go to the mound next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com. Elijah Smallback on the mound here now for the Burros. 7-3 our score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. That's a bouncer to Braden Tice. Count goes to 1-0. Tice over 1 with the fly out to center. Back in the first. Swing and a miss there for Tice. Count goes to 1-1. As for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Tice Sunby, he went 50 pitches, allowing 7 runs. Braden Tice pops that one right into the glove of the left fielder to close out the inning as Braden Chenault will grab that one. Fly out to left this time instead of center. Just 3 pitches to get that third and final out. Well, we had 4 runs off of 3 hits. And there were no errors. All 4 runs were earned, and there was 2 left on base. 5-3, score remains. Drew Overby comes back out there for the Tommies. As we go to the top of the third next on YourLiveEvent.com on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. Thompson 7, Hillsboro-Central Valley 3.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the third here on YourLiveEvent.com. 7-3, the Thompson Tommies with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros as Riley Richter will go up to bat. Richter popped it right into the glove of Drew Odenbach. He made that look easy. It helps when you're 6'7", something. Fly out, we'll go fly out to first base. On the first pitch, no doubt. Brings in James Fortman. Fortman 0 for 1 with the ground out. First pitch, strike. Count goes 0-1. Here in the top of the third. 7 unanswered for Thompson. 0-1 pitch. 0-2 for the game. Ben Strand, head coach for the Burros, tell me that his team just really in a slump right now, and it's not the best time to have the slump. Got to get that corrected before the postseason comes. Because Larimore, if Larimore beats Maple River, there's 1-2 pitch. That's popped up. And Odenbach says, give me another. Pop fly to first base. And 4 pitches that time for the second out. Larimore only lost to Hillsboro-Central Valley 4-1 in their regular season meeting back in Hillsboro. So if Larimore goes on to win that playing game, it's certainly no guarantee that the Burros are going to win that one. But that's a guarantee of a hit as Chenault bombs that down the line for a stand-up double. And Chenault is 2 for 2. Single and a double for Braden Chenault.
Now batting, Alexander.
Brings in Alexander Duffner. Duffner 0 for 1 on the game. A pop fly to the shortstop to close out the first inning. Runner on second. And 2 down here in the top of the third. A 7-3 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard for the Thompson Tommies. Overby first pitch to Duffner, swinging a miss, 0-1, but Duffner's got a nice cut. Came off the bench about midway through the season. His highest point in the batting order here at 8th, Actually, I think he was 7th at one point. Count goes to 1-1. Limke on deck to close out the order. 1-1 pitch, and Duffner, you can tell, smashes back. I wonder if it went on top of the building. Got close there. Count goes to 1-2 there. 1-2 pitch. It's high. 2-2. Chenault off the bag there at second. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 as Duffner goes down. Drew Overby getting better. Pitchers go along. No runs off, 1 hit, no errors, no earned, and 1 left on base. Score remains the same with the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. We go to the bottom of the third with Thompson leading HCV 7-3.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
I'm Madden Scunberg. I'm confident on the field, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Tylee Johnson. I'm confident in the arena, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Head on over to the website, rjbroadcasting.com, and download the digital copy of the 2024 Spring Sports Guide. It's free and available for you to download on the website, rjbroadcasting.com. You'll be able to download the free copy, digital, the Spring Sports Guide with bios, coaches' comments, also schedules and information for the spring sports seasons in our region. Check out the complete project. It's downloadable now for your device. It's at rjbroadcasting.com, the Spring Sports Guide.
Down to the bottom of the third, a 1-1 count here for Jeremy Tice. As the Tommies lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard 7-3. It's a little low, 2-1 is the count. Elijah Smallbeck, the reliever on the mound there for Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Burros try to keep their offense going. A little high this time, 3-1. Top of the order on deck, and Thomas Schumacher and Drew Overby in the hole here for the Tommies. Smallbeck, the 3-1 pitch. Grounder that bounces off the bag at third. Deep single there for Jeremy Tice. First hit of the game for Tice.
Now batting, Thomas.
Brings in Thomas Schumacher. Drew a walk and got on as a hit batter in the first and second inning, so he's gotten on each at every inning so far. Sixth hit of the game for the Tommies. 7 runs off those 6 hits for now. As first pitch. Nice way to get out of the way for Tommy Schumacher. Tommy hot shot, hit that leadoff homer in the game in Hillsboro. In that 8-7 victory for Thompson, that was a big one for them. 2-0 is the count. For Schumacher, Overby on deck, Wolfgram in the hole. Smallbeck, the 2-0 pitch. Smasher. And that definitely went on top of the building that time. Foul, 2-1 is the count. Smallbeck toss back to first, and oop. Tice is going to get not just 1, but 2 on that one on the throwing error between Smallbeck and Richter. Tice goes all the way over to third on the first error of the game. Throwing error there for Smallbeck. Not sure how many appearances he's made on the varsity side. And there's a smasher there for Schumacher. Tice will come home to score his second run of the game. Joins Braden Wolfgram and Thomas Schumacher, each with 2. Makes it 8-3 Thompson. Schumacher getting the RBI single and 4. Brinson Drew Overby now. Score now 8-3 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. Overby ahead of the count 1-0. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk drawn. Back in the first. He's not scored a run yet today. 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. One and one there to Overby. Smallbeck with a 1-1 pitch. Overby backs away from that one, makes it 2-1. Schumacher off the bag there at first, 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Back-to-back hits now given up by Smallbeck. 3-1 pitch. Overby on the 2-hop, and that is dropped by the shortstop, and he's 6 getting Overby aboard. Back-to-back errors now. Not quite back-to-back, but still 2 errors for the Burros. Runners now at first and second, nobody out. And Braden Wolfgram, the senior third baseman. 2 RBI double in 2 pitches in the second. Also has a hit batsman in 2 pitches. He shows a little bunt that time and backs away. Count goes to 1-0. Wolfgram is 1 for 1 on the day. 2 runs scored as well. Smallbeck, 1-0 pitch, grounder. Nice field there by the third baseman. Tossed to first in time for the 5-3 out. Does move the runners over to second and third. Schumacher to third, Overby to second. First out of the inning, though. Brings in Will Welke. Welke on the day is 1 for 2 with a base hit. Runs scored. He allowed, I should say, a Mr. Jacob Stumpf to score a run. First pitch. High, 1-0. Gibson on deck and Muse in the hole here for the Tommies. Trying to go to 20-0 on the season. 1-0 pitch, high. 2-0. Screamer. That's at least one. And Overby hustling in. Nice slide. 2 RBI single there for Welke. Advancing to second on the throw home. Scoring Schumacher and Overby.
Now batting, Brody Gibson.
Makes it now 10-3. Thompson has scored the last 10 runs. So just 1 out on the board. Drew Overby scores his first run of the game. Brings in Brody Gibson. Skying out there for the fly out to Landon Olson. Second out of the inning.
Now batting, Jonathan Muse.
Brings in Jonathan Muse. Muse on the day, 1 for 1 with a single. RBI single back in the first. Thompson, 3 runs in the first, 4 in the second, and 3 more in the third, scoring 10 runs off of those 8 hits. Muse, the left fielders, had a couple of nice grabs on defense as well. First pitch, swinging and a miss. Count goes 0-1. A 1 pitch. Low, 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch. Dinged on the shoulder, didn't even flinch. Macho Man right there. Macho Man Muse goes over to first base.
Now batting Drew Odenbach.
Stumpf is in a courtesy run, by the way. He's over at second. Brings in Drew Odenbach. Odie's 2 for 2 with a pair of RBIs. First pitch. Ball 1. One-zero pitch. 1-1. Smallbeck, 1-1 pitch. Odie pops it up and caught there by the third baseman. Pop fly to third to close out the inning. Well, 3 more runs come across off of another 3 hits. There were 2 errors, 2 earned runs, and there were 2 left on base. 10-3 your score. After 3, after 3, yes. Going to the top of the 4th on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Thompson over HCV, 10-3.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Top of the 4th we go. 10-3 Thompson with the lead over Hillsboro-Central Valley on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Carter Limke is head of the count right now, 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Limke backs away from that. 3-1 as the Burros. They scored the first 3 runs of the game. Since then, the Tommies have put up 10 unanswered. As Limke draws a walk. It's board in 5.
Now batting Tyson Leshik.
Brings in Tyson Leshik there for the Burros. He's drawn a walk and he's been a hit batter. As we do get a courtesy runner out there for the Burros. Number 12 here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. It's Jacob Duffner, the senior, will trot out there. So Duffner going in for Limke, senior in for senior. First pitch is a strike to Leshik. Count goes 0-1, again to the top of the 4th. Duffner off the bag at first. A 1 pitch. Nearly got away, but held down there by Welke at the catcher spot, 1-1. Overby. 1-1 pitch. Grounder. Multiple hops. Chance for a double play. Toss to first is not in time. So Duffner on the force out. Leshik gets on due to the fielder's choice. 1 down here. In the top of the 4th, brings in Kyle Halfley. He's 1 for 1 with the base hit. Run scored in the first. Runner on and 1 down here. So Tommy's tried to clamp down on that Hillsboro-Central Valley offense. And Overby gave up 3 runs, those 3 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. Since then, he's allowed just 1 hit and no runs. Couple of hops, second, toss to first, not in time, got away. And the toss over to second will get there in time. So I guess you could say a unconventional double play. Leshik is out at second. Well, Leshik is out at second, and then Kyle Halfley gets out at second as well. No runs off of no hits, I believe. Well, we'll give it a goose egg at that point. 10-3. Here are the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette CTL scoreboard headed to the bottom of the fourth.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, Swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Braden Tice leads off, getting to base. Throwing error there for the Burrows. That's how Tice gets aboard. Smallbeck. Pitch. Ball two. And give Braden Tice a hit. I'll give him one as well there. It was going to be close either way. Didn't end up getting a Richter, but even if it did. As that's a shot to left. Into the left fielder's glove for the first out of the inning.
Now batting Thomas Schumacher.
One down here now. Brings in Thomas Schumacher. Schumacher on the day. It was 1 for 1, a base hit, RBI, 3 runs scored for the leadoff batter. Got on as a walk and a hit batter as well. First pitch from Elijah Smallbeck is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Of course, the Tommies, they have the best record in the state at 19-0. Interesting thing is, they have only played the 4th most games of teams around the state. Top 3 are all out west for obvious reasons. The weather is usually better out there as Leshik can't quite haul it in from the catcher spot. Count goes to 1-1 to Schumacher. The most is Shiloh Christian. They have played 23 games this season. They're 20-3 on the year, 9-0 in the region. They look to be the Region 8 champs. Also, 20 games for Washburn, Wilton, Center, Stanton. Out in Region 8. That pitch high. Count goes to 2-1. And 21 for Velva Drake Animus. Those are the 3 top teams. They played the 3 most games this season here in Class B baseball. 2-1 pitch. Runner goes for the steal, and that's our first stolen base of the game. As Tice going to grab it there. 3-1 is the count to Schumacher. Runner now on second. And 1 out on the board. 10-3. Lead for the Tommies as Schumacher gets there in a walk.
Now batting Drew Overby.
Brings in Drew Overby. Overby on the day is 0 for 2. Got on due to an error and scored a run in the third. One of 2 errors for the Tommies. Or for the Burros, excuse me, in favor of the Tommies. First pitch to Overby. Pops it foul. Boy, I'm surprised in the few games we've done here. I know about Chase Miller when he was up here for the doubleheader in Langdon, but as far as I know, no lights have been broken in that light pole. But and oh so close. 1-1 count there to Overby. Wolfgram on deck and Welke in the hole here for the Tommies. 3 runs away from that 10-run threshold. That strike count goes to 1-2. Still no strikeouts yet for the Burrow pitching staff. 1-2 pitch. Low and inside, 2-2. As Smallbeck, check over to second, 2-2 pitch. That's a bouncer, full count now. Runners again now on first and second with 1 out on the board here. About an hour and 10 minutes into this one. Smallbeck, full count pitch. Overby right to the glove is short and too far off the bag for that unassisted 6-4 double play. Overby line out to short for the second out, and then Braden Tice end up forced out there at second. No runs for the first time for Thompson in an inning. No runs off of 1 hit. There were no errors, no runs, and there was just 1 left on base. We go to the top of the 5th here on YourLiveEvent.com. As the score remains 10-3, Thompson over HCV at the Golden Harvest. Tim Cassette, Seed Sales Scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
Pop fly, third baseman's underneath him, and he's got it. As Chase Halfley in 2 pitches goes down for the first out of the inning. Brings in Landon Olson. Olson 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. In fact, he is the only player in this entire game, I hate to pick on him, but the only player in the entire game to strike out. And that, oh man! You betcha! Tommy Hotshot can field too. Gloves on fire.
Now batting Riley Richter.
Olson thought he had a hit, and I thought he did too. Brings in Riley Richter. Richter on the day is 0 for 1. A walk drawn back in the first. 2 down, nobody on here in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. That's high. 2-1. Overby, the 2-1 pitch. High 3-1. Overby 3-1. And Riley Richter draws his second walk of the game.
Now batting James Fortman.
Brings in James Fortman 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop fly. And this one is we're going to get a courtesy runner there for Richter. Coming on to run the bases there for the Burros. This is going to be number 14. And Bryce Miller, the freshman, will come on to run there for Richter. Overby, first pitch to Fortman, popped up, and this might do it for the top of the fifth. Welke, no, dropped in between him and Wolfgram. So Fortman will come back by the count here 0-1. It's a sign there from Strand. The runner on first and 2 down. The Burros have not scored since the top of the first. Fortman backs away from that. 1-1 is the count. Drew Overby has had a nice game. It's a good sign there. That means Thompson's even scarier if Drew Overby can pitch this way in the postseason. As we get a balk there, allowing Miller to get to second. Main's a 1-1 count. Overby, 1-1 pitch. Fortman. And that will allow a run. Looks like come home and score. Miller will score. RBI single for James Fortman, advancing to second on the throw home. First run since the first brings home Bryce Miller. Game not over yet, 10-4.
Now batting Braden Chenault.
And Fortman gets over to second, brings in Braden Chenault, who's had a great day today. He's 2 for 2. RBI single and a double as well. First pitch, ball 1. For Chenault with Duffner on deck and Limke in the hole for the Burros. Trying to at least get it to a full 7 innings. Ball for Chenault, 2-0. Overby check over to second. 2-0 pitch. Bouncer, 3-0. Overby check over to second. 3-0 pitch. Grounder. 4-ball walk to Chenault. Runners now at first and second. Brings in Alexander Duffner. Duffner on the day 0 for 2. Pop fly to the shortstop and a strikeout on his day so far. But he's definitely got the bat to bring a couple more home. First pitch. It's high. 1-0. It's 5 straight now. Ball's thrown by Overby. That maybe the last 4 were tactical. Might have been kind of an intentional walk without an intentional walk. Is Chenault the best hitter on the day so far for the Burros? We get another balk. I believe that's the 3rd one of the day for Drew Overby. And Fortman therefore moves over to 3rd, and Chenault moves over to 2nd. It's a big moment here in this game as Duffner can get a hold of this one and get it through the infield. It moves from a 10-3 game to a 10-6 game. A lot more manageable. Overby. Pitch, 1-0 now, 2-0. So 6 straight balls thrown by Drew Overby. Trying to collect himself here, get back into a rhythm. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. There's a nice pitch there for Overby. Limke's on deck here to round out the order as Duffner fouls it out of play. And now Overby's battle back to get even with the count. Overby, 2-2 pitch. Duffner popped up. Welke going after it. And not quite able to get it there. Count remains at 2-2. Went off the net there that time for Thompson. So net not live. Count remains therefore at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Duffner goes down on strike. Second time he's been struck out today. So amend that last statement earlier in the inning on Landon Olson. He was not the only one to strike out today. Strikeout going in 6 pitches. There's 1 run off of 1 hit. No errors, 1 run, and 2 left on base. 10-4 is our scores. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Thompson needs 4 to end this game in 5 innings here on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Braden Wolfgram foul in the first pitch here at the bottom of the 5th as Thompson leads Hillsboro-Central Valley 10-4 in the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Wolfgram on the day is 1 for 2 with an RBI double. 2 RBI double, that is, back in the second. Count goes 1-1. Welke on deck, Gibson in the hole. And the Tommies 4 runs away in this inning from going 20-0 on the season. And Wolfgram gets the job going here first off with a base hit. Leadoff single in 3 pitches. Brings in Will Welke. Welke 2 for 3. Pair of singles. 2 RBIs. Run scored for Welke. Smallbeck. First pitch, Welke. That will go into the glove there, Landon Olson at center. Fly out there to center for the first out of the inning. Brings in Brody Gibson. Gibson on the game. 0 for 2. The fielder's choice. Getting him on. Does have an RBI, so he's actually 0 for 3. Runner goes for the steal, and he's able to get there. And Wolfgram will head over to third as well. It's a couple bases out of that. Moves from first to third. 1-0 count with 1 down to Gibson. First pitch. Ball 2, excuse me. 1 down. Runner on third. And bottom of the 5th there for the Tommies. 10-4. Scored 10 unanswered as that one skies into the glove of the right fielder. Nicely snagged there. Hasn't had much action today, but Limke's able to get it.
Now batting, Jonathan Muse.
Brings in Johnny Muse for the Tommies. Wolfgram does score off the tag, so give Gibson an RBI on that one. Wolfgram's third of the game makes it 11-4. Favor of Thompson, but the bases are now cleared with 2 outs on the board. 1-0 is the count to Muse. 1-0 pitch. Low 2-0. There's the 2-0 pitch. That's a screamer. And that one will get into the gap and left field. And that will be, look out below. Oh, gonna be an out. Wow. Good way to stand his ground for Kyle Halfley to pick up the out. Muse, give him a double. When he advanced to third, he's thrown out. The third out of the inning. We had 1 run off a pair of hits. There were no errors on the official board there. 1 earned run, and there was nobody left on base. 11-4 our score. Drew Overby back coming out there for the top of the 6th as the Tommies look to go to 20-0 on the season on the Golden Harvest. Tim Gazette, Seed Sales Scoreboard.
As spring arrives, so does allergy season. Stop at Hillsboro Drug for all of your allergy medications, along with over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items, and more. Don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Remember, Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug, with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Top of the 6th here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thompson leading Hillsboro-Central Valley 11-4. 1-2 is the count for Carter Limke. Limke on the day is 0 for 1. Ground out and a walk drawn. Burrow scored the first 3 runs of the game. Tommy scored the next 10. Each team has traded 1 since then. Limke with a strikeout there. And Drew Overby doing what he's needed to do here today. Picking up his 5th strikeout of the game. 1 down here now. In the top of the 6th, Leshik. Head of the count here, 1-0. Tyson Leshik is 0 for 1. Run scored as a hit batter. Overby 1-0 pitch, fouled. 1-1 now. Kyle Halfley on deck. Chase Halfley in the hole here for the Burros. Will be the number 3 seed in the Region 2 tournament. You can catch the whole tournament on YourLiveEvent.com. As a grounder, first toss over to third, well in time for the 1-3 out. In 3. Second out of the inning. Brings in Kyle Halfley. Halfley on the game. 1 for 2, a base hit, run scored. Back in the first. Overby, first pitch. Strike 1. Chase Halfley on deck. Landon Olson in the hole here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Finish out their season. That's an 0-1 pitch. So now 1-1. It'll finish out their season, I believe, tomorrow as they host Ada Borup West. 1-2 is the count, a swing and a miss. Catch that game with Kevin Kochman on your live event and on KRJB. A little simulcast for you. 2-2 here as the Burros season finale. Or actually their penultimate finale, as they've got a contest against Park River. We'll have that one for you as well. That's fouled back. Count remains at 2-2. So 2 games left on the schedule for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Keith Meyer will have senior night for you. It's that same night, Hillsboro-Central Valley girls softball will take on Mayport CG. Game underneath the lights at the Olson Softball Complex. You can join me for that one on yourliveevent.com. That's pitch the ball. Double full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for Kyle Halfley at the dish for the Burros. Drew Overby on the mound for the Tommies. Double full count pitch. Halfley gets hold of that one. A squibber to short, toss over to first in time. And boy, Tommy Schumacher makes it look easy on a 6-3 out. No runs, no hits, no errors, no earned runs, nobody left on base. 11-4 remains our score as we go to the bottom of the 6th on the Golden Harvest. Tim Cazette, Seat Sales Scoreboard.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Drew Odenbach coming up to bat here for the Tommies as they lead 11-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Odenbach on the game, 2 for 3. A couple of RBIs as well. First pitch is ball. Count goes 1-0. Odenbach double and a single. 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. Elijah Smallbeck handing out there for the Burros. Both pitches are, he's given up 5 runs on the game. Ty Sunby, his predecessor, 6. And they're still in search of their first strikeout of the game. 2-1. Odenbach's going to pick up his 3rd hit of the game. He's hit that time for Odie in 4.
Now batting Braden Tice.
Brings in Braden Tice. Tice on the game is 1 for 3 with a single and a stolen base. Runner on first, nobody down here. 12th hit of the game as well for Thompson. First pitch, ball, 1-0. Jeremy Tice on deck and Thomas Schumacher in the hole here for the Thompson Tommies. 1-0 pitch. Bouncer, 2-0. Odenbach doesn't have to travel far to be well off the bag. Smallbeck, 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. By the way, I believe Overby went across the 100-pitch mark in that 6. As that one's a shot. It's a dropper into left field. Odenbach to second. Braden Tice over to first on the base hit. Brings in Jeremy Tice. Tice 1 for 2 on the game. Base hit. Couple of runs scored. And he now represents the concluding run. As Tice smashes that one, that's a base hit as well. Odenbach's going to hustle around to score an RBI single for Jeremy Tice. Scoring Drew Odenbach. Makes it now 12-4. And now with a winning run over, the clinching run, I should say, over at first. Braden Tice over to second, Jeremy Tice to first, and Schumacher up to bat. First pitch is the ball. Or excuse me, strike that time, 0-1. Schumacher on the day is 1 for 1. He's drawn a pair of walks, and he's been a hit batter as well. Got on base each and every time. Count goes to 1-1 here now. Overby on deck, Wolf Graham of the hole. Schumacher, the 1-1 pitch, high, 2-1. Nobody out here as we're through an hour and a half. Smallbeck, 2-1 pitch, that's high, 3-1. Smallbeck. And the wind of 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Walk Magician's moniker going to Tommy Schumacher today. 3 walks drawn. He's a hit batter as well. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. A hit through the infield. If it gets deep enough, should just about do it for this one. Smallbeck, first pitch. Strike 1. Over beyond the game. He is 0 for 3 with a walk drawn. Run scored as well. 0-1 pitch. Overby does drop. Is going to go deep enough. Olsen had trouble corralling it, and that will do it for the game. A 2 RBI single for Drew Overby. To finish it off in 6, Braden Tice will score. Jeremy Tice will score. Each and every run position scored, or batting position scored, except for Jonathan Muse. In the 14-4 final score. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Game time, a little over an hour and a half. As the Tommies improved to 20-0 on the year. And they remain perfect as well in the region. Hillsboro-Central Valley will drop to 5-11 overall. And 14-4 the final. We'll have our post-game stats and analysis, our player and play of the game, and we'll see if we can get any coach interviews for you as well. 14-4 the final. Thompson defeats Hillsboro-Central Valley on yourliveevent.com.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, NODAC insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
It's the North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 3rd and 4th.
Closey with the 0-2 pitch.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 10th and 11th.
Right corner West is there for the dig. Backs at Bogenry for another kill.
Plus, the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 15th and 16th.
Really nice quality second half. Goes off the backboard for the duck to Carson Yale.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
It's a final here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Thompson Tommies get a 10-run win over Hillsboro-Central Valley, 14-4. It's the final score in this one. It's time for our stats and storyline of the game, presented by Farmers Union Insurance, Agent Ryan Opdahl. Farm, auto, home, business. You just want to chat about golf as well. Great guy to do that with. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance. Visit him downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. Well, Hillsboro-Central Valley got off to a great start. They scored 3 runs, top of the first. Thompson then scored the next 10, and, well, the Burros couldn't quite come back from that. Each traded 1 more run in the 5th, and then the Tommies added 3 more in the 6th to close the game out. Final line score, Thompson, 14 runs off 15 hits, 9 left on base, 4 runs, no errors. Hillsboro-Central Valley, 4 runs off 5 hits, 7 left on base, 2 errors, and a smattering of earned runs. We'll start with Hillsboro-Central Valley singular batting results. Tyson Leshik finished the game at 0 for 2 with a walk drawn and a run scored. He was a hit batter as well. Kyle Halfley finished the game at 1 for 3 with a single, walk, and a run scored. Chase Halfley finished the game at 1 for 3 with a double, 2 RBI double, and a run scored. Landon Olson 0 for 3 on the day. Riley Richter finished the game 0 for 1 with a pair of walks drawn and allowed Bryce Miller to score a run. James Fortman went 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Brandon Chenault went 2 for 2 with a pair of, with 1 RBI, a double and a single, and a walk drawn. Alexander Duffner 0 for 3. Carter Limke went 0 for 2 with a walk drawn as well. For Thompson, Thomas Schumacher got on base all 5 times, I should say. Drew 3 walks, was a hit batter, single, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. Drew Overby finished the game at 1 for 4 with a walk drawn, a run scored, and an RBI double, or 2 RBI single, I should say. Flip those 2 around to win the game, to clinch the game, I should say. Braden Wolfgram went 2 for 3, double, single, 3 runs scored, and a pair of RBIs. Will Welke, he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, I should say, and 2 singles. Brody Gibson went 0 for 4, but he did drive in 2 runs. Jonathan Muse went 2 for, I think actually 3 for 3 for 3 with 3 singles. I think he might have been a hit batter. So I had a misprint on that one. Drew Odenbach went 3 for 4. He had a double, a pair of singles, and 2 runs driven in. And Braden Tice, he went 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Jeremy Tice went 2 for 3, a pair of singles and an RBI. Pitching stats, Drew Overby went the length of the distance for Thompson. He pitched all 6 innings, again giving up just those 4 earned runs, just giving up 5 hits. He struck out 5 as well, out of a smattering of walks and hit batters. Hillsboro-Central Valley did a 2-man tandem. We're pretty even in their pitching. No strikeouts, though. First game I think I've had this year where team didn't record a single strikeouts. But they hung around. They kept the game going. Tyson Sunby started, and Elijah Smallback finished as well for the Burros. Drew Overby picks up the win for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And that's really the stats and storyline of the game. Presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl of Hillsboro. Home, auto, business, farm, life insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. We'll take another break here. When we come back, we'll give you our play of the game. We'll get you through the upcoming schedule, and then a little bit later on, our player of the game. And we'll close things out here from Thompson. 14-4 is the final on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard in 6.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with IRI Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get IRI Insurance. Go to iriinsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District.
reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Final score here at Thompson on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. The Tommies defeat Hillsboro-Central Valley 14-4. Let's take you now through our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton wishing you all a happy and safe planting season. Play of the game, I'm going to give it to Tommy Hotshot himself, Tommy Schumacher. An unbelievable line-out snap. Landon Olson hit it in the fifth. This would be the top of the fifth. Looked like he was going to get a hit. Schumacher says, no way, Jose, and gets a big out to kill any momentum Hillsboro-Central Valley could build at that point, because honestly, if Landon Olson gets on, they might have 2 runs instead of 3, and then the game keeps going, and you just never know. So Schumacher made a heads-up play. It was a flick of the wrist. You know, his reflexes were on point, let's just say, and was able to pick it out of the air and pick up a good out. It's our play of the game presented by RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton. Taking a look at our schedule here of upcoming games this week. Game going on right now as well. Doubleheader, big one between Hillsboro-Central Valley and Hankinson. You can head on over there. Chase Miller's got the calls on that one. Burrows would really need both games, as right now taking a look at the girls' softball standings. Again, Burrows in Region 1. Right now hanging around that fourth place spot. Hankinson Tri-State Lidgerwood has got a, looks like a game and a half or so lead. So if the Burros can take both of those games, they would leapfrog Hankinson Tri-State Lidgerwood for third place in the region standings instead of being in fourth place. Right now, they're just a half game ahead of Enderlin and Northern Cass, so 2-point games could factor in as well. So these 2 games are critical there for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Again, taking on Hankinson. And as for the rest of our schedule for the week, packed broadcast schedule tomorrow. Mayport CG girls softball travels to Central Cass. That should be a good one. Josh Boyko on that one. Ada West, again, to Hillsboro-Central Valley on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman will take you through that one. And I'll be back here just on the other side of town tomorrow as Thompson girls softball hosts Grafton in a big regional contest. Looks like Mayport CG is going to grab the number 1 seed in girls softball. Second seed's up for grabs between Thompson and Grafton. Rivalry contest as well. First pitch is set for around 4:30. We'll do our pregame 20 minutes or so before on YourLiveEvent.com. Should be a pretty good one. Wednesday night, Hillsboro-Central Valley softball is back here to take on Thompson. Chase Miller will be in the call for that one for you. And then Thursday, big one. Region 1 tournament starts for baseball. Region 2 softball playing game. Carrington against Larimore. And then Ada Borup West track and field invite. And then a pair of games in Hillsboro as the girls softball team closes out the regular season against Mayport CG. I'll have that one for you. And Hillsboro-Central Valley baseball closes out their season against Park River area. Keith Meyer on the call for that one. Friday, Region 1 baseball tournament continues, and the big Northeast Regional track and field meet. Thompson, Hillsboro-Central Valley, Mayport CG, Haddon, Northwood. A lot of our area schools are a part of that. I'll be joined by Kevin Kochman, Jake Berkmeyer, and Preston DeVille from the Hillsboro Sports Complex in Trell County. So it should be a good one. And then, of course, the regional tournaments go into full swing on Saturday and next week. So all good things here as far as our broadcast schedule on YourLiveEvent.com and the R&J family of radio networks. 14-4 is the final here on our Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we will wrap things up with our player of the game next.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
This is Tim Cazzette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Cazzette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have, and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsboro for more information.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Coming back one final time. Again, we had our Arctic Enterprise precision play of the game. Great line-out catch by Thomas Schumacher. Final score in the Golden Harvest Tim Cazzette seed sales scoreboard, 14-4. The Thompson Tommies defeat the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros in 6 innings. We take it now to our Enbridge Energy player of the game at Enbridge Life Takes Energy. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And this guy tonight, he had 1 out of every 5 hits for Thompson, and he had 1 out of every 3 outs. He was a part of that. Really an anchor on first base. He really drove in some good hits and a couple of RBIs as well. Drew Odenbach is today's Enbridge Energy player of the game. So that'll about wrap it up here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, that final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazzette seed sales scoreboard. The Thompson Tommies defeat the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 14-4 in 6 innings in regional and Class B North Dakota action. Burros moved to 5-11 on the year, and the Tommies they remain undefeated at 20-0. See, I mean, they've played a lot of close games, so who knows? You know, you like North Star starting to put it together now. They had an interesting start to the season. North Star finally putting it together a little bit. Looks like they're going to take Region 5. Elva Drake Animus is having a good year. Renville County, of course. They haven't played a lot of games, but they're always sneaky good. Of course, a lot of those players won the Class B basketball title at West Hope Newburgh. Shiloh Christian looks pretty impressive as well at 20-3 overall. Park River area's having a really nice season. They might be a dark horse. No pun intended there. Again, it's going to be a fun one. Central Cass as well. They look pretty solid. Good pitching and all the way around. It's going to be a fun one, but we got to get through regional tournaments first before we can get to the state tournament, and we'll start those regional tournaments later this week. We wrap up our regular season on the week as well. From all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com, for executive producer Mark Forseth, marketing director Jim Burke-Burkmeyer, our magic video man himself, Jack Yalby, is responsible for a lot of the commercials you see. Again, patron those businesses, support those businesses, spend money local. It really does make a difference, and you can certainly help with that. And thanks for your viewership as well. And, oh, by the way, if you do have a business or you're looking to you promote your organization or business, great opportunity for regional tournaments, postseason spring sports. Ads at yourliveevent.com. Send us an email. Give us a call. The R&J Broadcasting Studios. You know where to find us to get yourself promoted here on these broadcasts. Other shout-outs as well to Brandon Mickelson of the Halstead Telephone Company office and all of our voices, led by our co-sportscaster of the year, Chase Miller. Again, for our camera crew tonight in Lauren Wolfgram, I'm James Martin saying, Region 2 baseball fans, show some pride. Have a great rest of your sunny Monday